LoveLine.
LoveLine is meant for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. This is LoveLine. LoveLine. With Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Don't forget about that phone number. Wait.
Whoa.
One thing they shouldn't forget about, Dr. Drew. Still board certified,
Still
addiction
board,
medicine
still
specialist.
certified, and still enjoying LoveLine. No, never more than a show like this.
Why, Drew?
Because this is the best of LoveLine.
How so?
Well, pray tell. We will be out skiing, I imagine. And,
You will be.
I will
All
be,
right.
in fact. I'll be in the Sun Valley, Idaho.
And I'll tell you, I'll be skiing, too, if it's on TiVo, because that is my new alternative life.
Surfing for you.
Whatever's
Surfing.
on. No, I don't mean channel surfing. I mean, I will be doing whatever I TiVo.
Literally, think about that.
No, I've now...
Think how you do it.
I have now blurred the lines between life and TiVo. You understand?
I understand.
I'll be playing in the Super Bowl this year.
I see.
World Series,
When you referred to
NASCAR.
doing,
it never ends.
I thought it referred to your habits of watching the
No, Drew,
Cinemax.
as
that
usual,
kind of
you misunderstand.
Okay. Well, anyway, tonight, beginning with
Mm-hmm.
Jay Mohr and Julianne Nicholson.
Yeah.
But Jay Mohr is always a good guest, and it was a pleasure to see him again. And I heard him tonight on The Family Guy doing a voice of a television executive.
All right, let's edit this part out.
Let's get to it.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. It's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Julianne Nicholson is here tonight. Jay Mohr, Seeing Other People is the name of the movie. Jay Mohr is like some 50s character. He sees everyone in the hall. Hey, kid, looking good. What's your name again,
That's right,
kid?
baby.
Yeah, here's a quarter. Looking good. Keep up the good work. Chris, hey, buddy, nice job on the board. Looking good. Looking sharp. All right.
That's how it goes, man.
Could you get these shoes polished for me?
Hey, now go get your shine box, Chris, huh?
Yeah, you want a nip? You want a nip? Yeah, you're good. Okay.
Hey, Chris. Hey, Lauren, cute kid. You're adorable. Keep it up. But that's what? I'm nice to people?
No, it's good.
Everyone thinks I'm a jerk.
No, it comes
Yeah,
across.
panic disorder, though.
It's sincere. Now how does the panic?
It does not come across. Ask Lauren right now and ask Chris if they think I pat him on the back and he's just walking by for no reason.
You gave him a cracker, you pat him on the head like Benny Hill would do the little
What are you,
ball
Mexican? Yeah, you got to be nice to them.
Yeah,
They'll rise up.
kid. Yeah, no,
You got to be nice to the Mexicans.
They'll rise up.
Right.
Cool.
They'll rise up, but they'll
Yo, dude, that's messed up.
scratch themselves and be back for another nap. Don't worry. Now tell me,
Oh, my God.
yeah, they'll rise up. All right, now look, hold on, Jay. I want to talk about your panic disorder because Drew. Yeah, I want to let people know that if the Dr. Drews of the world and the Jay Mohrs of the world can have panic disorders,
Then they should buy my book.
then they should buy.
And I'll
Drew's
come
book.
back on, before the book comes out and we can do a whole thing about it.
What is
Yeah.
how?
As
good
opposed
idea.
to taking away from the Julianne Nicholson time.
Give us a panic disorder
Yeah.
story. Saturday Night Live.
You're on SNL.
It's
Cameras
irrational.
are rolling.
I was not in any sketches for like the 5th week in a row, and I
Right.
sat in my dressing room, and Roseanne was the host, and I sat and I positioned my chair in my dressing room so that it was directly under the TV that hangs from the ceiling, so that if it fell, I would be killed. And
Gee, why was he panicking?
no, it's just the
Right.
most depressed ever. And then as I just after sketch, and like the sketches suck, sometimes.
Right.
And then I just sat there and I thought, I can't catch my breath. And then all of a sudden I thought, oh my God, I can't catch my breath. And I have to crap and throw up and everything on the inside of me has to be on the inside of me. And
they
then
come out the right holes.
I'm
Then I'm gonna
leaving.
die,
Like
yeah.
I'm dying. And I ran all the way to the hospital on 2nd Avenue.
Now, the thing I find interesting about it is you didn't have a sketch that night.
He was depressed.
I
That's where it
understand,
comes
but
from, a lot of it.
my instinct would be he's doing a sketch at the end of the night,
Yeah.
and the panic attack kicks
No,
in.
but see,
Yeah.
I'm in show business. I'm a comic. So that's when everything's working out. That's stimulus response. The stimulus is you hand in a sketch, you write
That's when he
it.
doesn't have the stuff to focus on. He gets the panic.
Right.
It's for me, it was all lack of structure.
Yeah.
It feels like depression. It seems
is.
a weird place for a panic to come in.
Depression. Mine was all depression.
It was.
Oh, depression is a good cause for panic and generalized anxiety, both.
really?
Oh, yeah.
But
All right.
panic isn't as bad as... Panic's the worst thing in the world because it's so irrational, like nothing causes it.
Right. So your heart just starts
No,
you're
you
dying.
can't-
You are absolutely
you can't really
dying.
describe it. You
Someone's
can't describe
pushing it.
it.
You ever like if you push in on your Adam's apple, it's like that feeling all the time, and you have to cramp, and then like
Every person somatically feels it differently, but in the brain, it's a discharge that's completely dysregulated.
Of endorphins and adrenaline.
Imagine
Really?
you just jumped off the Titanic, middle of the ocean, you're starting to get sucked down.
Right.
That's the
That's
feeling.
fan-
that like I have to fight to get out of this world.
But you're just sitting there.
Right.
And so you can't.
Yeah.
If at least you could be physically active.
You're just at a movie watching the screen, and all of a sudden,
Pow.
the car's on fire, and your seatbelt won't come loose.
Right.
Right?
Well, I've never had one, but I picture it like kind of like Fred Sanford when he would say, "Come and live with."
But some people it's that way. For me, it felt like I was either having a seizure or going crazy because your mind races out of control. You feel like
So
it's completely.
what is the best move? Let's say you can't get to a hospital. Did you
Well-
actually went to a hospital?
I ran and I always thought I was going to pass out too, which is
That's the
weird
other
because
thing.
you don't pass out when your heart races. You pass when it drops.
Yeah. People get the feeling they're going to pass out. Well, you can hyperventilate till you pass out.
I ran home and my roommate had Valium, and I'd never taken Valium before.
Smart.
And I called my dad and mom because my mom's a nurse and my dad's
Really?
a know-it-all. And I said, if I take this Valium, what'll happen? And my dad's like, let me look it up in the PD. What is it called?
PDR.
The PDR. Oh, it says here it cures
Says
anxiety.
PFD. Go ahead.
And I was like, gulp. And then I just sat in the bathtub for a little while in water that unfortunately was not deep enough to drown me.
I can't believe you called your dad to do some drugs, though.
No, but because
Medicine, please.
I'm a bit of a pillowphobe, so I didn't want to take something like in case I was allergic to it.
All right,
It's weird.
All right. So you called your dad. He said, "Cool." So you took the
And I
Valium.
took it, and then feeling normal became absolutely euphoric.
Oh yeah,
And one of the chapters of the book is nothing is as beautiful as having things the way they were.
yeah.
And just being normal and having normal like fear and pissed offness, festivity. And then I went back to the show and I was like just absolutely euphoric. And I was just telling everyone I had a panic attack.
You went back the next day or that?
No,
night?
that night. It was like in the middle of a show. And then Sarah Silverman said, "Oh, that's a panic attack. You have to go see my doctor, Noelle Taylor.
Jew,
She
what a
saved
surprise.
She saved my life."
Go ahead.
And then I left a message, and then the doctor called me back and said she could see me first thing Monday. So then I only had to get through Sunday. And then she said, "You just have a real basic panic disorder. It's how many panic attacks have you had?" I said I had about 3.
But you were depressed too. Did she treat the depression?
No, I wasn't. I never had depression really.
You sat on TV waiting for it to fall on your head.
It's this place, but that's appropriate depression. I'm not working at the place I'm supposed. It's situational depression. That's not like I wake up depressed. I'm happy all the time. Julianne Nicholson, best actress of
Bipolar.
Other people.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
I'm so not.
Let me ask this: do people who have more brain cells to rub together, do they have panic attack more so than
I
others?
believe so.
I think it's that's we've talked
Well,
about.
that's convenient, Jay.
But we've talked about
Thanks for getting that
that the autonomic tone you and I've talked about. You're
Yeah.
either the engine's running high, engine's running low.
Right. Yeah. He's got a Cox 049 engine buzzing in his brain. It says,
Right. Yeah. And,
yeah, you too.
yeah. You.
It's not good for anything.
Right. You.
I got the engine from the African Queen. Just kind of chugging and smoke bellowing out, barely
Nice.
moving.
Julianne Nicholson.
Stop it.
Why?
I have not had a panic attack.
You haven't?
No.
Well, you're one of those people.
Throw it in there. Yeah.
You've had anxiety
I've
attacks,
had
though.
big anxiety.
Same
But
thing.
never that
Not total
pressure.
panic, not total.
You know, the
my
synonym-
heart's gonna stop thing.
I'm sorry, sweetheart.
No, I'm done for another 10
Now,
minutes.
what's the anxiety attack?
Anxiety, the synonym is fear. No, anxiety, the synonym in Webster's is care. And in panic, the synonym is fear. So they're like complete opposites by definition. Anxiety is stimulus response. Your boss is yelling at you, and then eventually, if you keep yelling at it and yelling at you, then one day you're driving to work and you get an anxiety attack, because
Right.
that's the building where you get yelled at.
Like
Right.
right now.
Right.
Julianne
You guys are all
Nicholson?
talking and I'm not, and my heart's starting to race.
Is it really?
No.
Just why can't
a
you be
little.
like
Because
you could be like the Orlando Blackman on like the Mavericks and just
I
sit
don't-
back in the cut. You get a pass, drain your 3 every once in a while, and you jog back up the
Yeah,
court.
why
Don't
can't
worry
you be
about
like
it.
Orlando Blackman.
You know, if I knew who he was, I would try to be like him.
Kyle,
Colored guy.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, I'll work that.
you're 19.
Huh?
You're 19.
What's
I'm
say
guessing
what now?
he's not prone to panic
Julianne
attacks,
Nicholson.
Kyle,
African Queen.
what's your
Yeah.
question?
Yeah.
Funky father.
All right. I'm done with
Yeah.
Kyle.
Okay.
All right, I said many years ago we should stop talking to guys on this show.
You have said that and been right. You have been right.
Tiffany? Tiffany?
Yeah, hi.
Well, they got a double clutch on the first one must have just been for air.
Tiffany's 21. What's going on?
Oh, have a problem. I'm going out on a limb calling y'all.
All right, go ahead.
Around a year and a half ago, they said I had cervical cancer.
They said it. Did they treat it?
Yeah, they froze my cervix and they removed all the cancerous cells, and they said that everything was fine, that it shouldn't recur.
Let me just stop you for a second. Did you have a conization also, or just for the cryotherapy?
I don't remember.
Right.
I think it was just
There's a study just came out this week that showed that something we've kind of talked about a little bit, but most of the cervical cancers, the ones at least that are really meaningful, occur just at the mouth of the cervix. The cervix is like a donut with a hole in the middle of it, and the most of it occurs right in the hole in the middle, and the conizations really cut that out. They cut the middle out. And this study just came out that showed that women that have had that procedure have a much, much higher incidence of miscarriage.
Okay, well, I've been
whatever,
engaged.
Drew, let me keep going. That's very Buddhist to cut out the hole.
Yeah. I was just thinking about adding my creamy filling. That's all I can think about.
Oh,
when
you're
you talked about
disgusting,
donuts.
Julianne Nicholson.
No,
All right.
but my problem is I've been engaged for a year and a half, and I love my fiance, and I want to pleasure him, and I want to be with him, and all the emotional attachments that come with it. But my problem is ever since I've had that surgery, it hurts, and I don't want to talk to him about it. I've gone to doctors, and they said there's no scar tissue, there's nothing, and I'm just don't know what to do anymore.
Hold on a second. Hold on now. So you've had recent pap smears, right?
Yes.
Have you? And recently, there's no recurrence, there's no wart virus, there's nothing like that.
There's nothing.
And have you had an ultrasound to see if there's some other problem that might be causing the pain, like endometriosis?
I was in the hospital for a month and a half. I tried everything.
You were in the hospital for a month and a half?
Yeah, because they were running tests. I was in and out for a month and a half.
She even called Jay's dad at one point when she broke down.
He's a know-it-all.
He knows.
You weren't in the hospital for a month and a
She was
half.
at her wit's end, Jay.
You were in the hospital for a month and a half?
Well, the first time I was in because my stomach swelled up. And then in and out, I've been
All right, Tiffany. Wait.
Let's get into a tunnel.
Wait a minute. The phone's gone all funky.
I know, but here
now you think something's up with
now
Tiffany.
we got to get to the next stuff. Yeah, now
We
do.
do?
Yeah.
All right. We can't just label her nuts and move forward?
No,
No?
you can, but we're not going.
Tiffany?
Oh boy.
Okay.
Well, just give me a yes or no. Were you sexually abused growing up?
No.
That was a no.
There's a faint no.
There's a faint no.
No, but the whole thing's, what's going on with this show?
It's the phone. Her phone's messed up.
It's the world's famous K-Rock. I mean, if
It's not our phone. It's hers.
Stryker, you can put a chimp behind the board and do what he does.
Stryker's a pro. There's no doubt about it.
And that's his real name.
All right, so she's had extensive evaluation. She's got somatic preoccupations, much like Jay Mohr, and they can't explain it. It's something called dyspareunia, which is pain with intercourse. It could be 100 different things. All she can really do is keep going back and try to look for an explanation. I will tell you, though, that 9 times out of 10, plus, when women have unexplained pelvic pain, it ends up being a sexual abuse history.
Nate?
In the meantime, keep going down on him like you're drowning and his nuts have oxygen.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Jay Mohr.
Well, look.
She said she wants to pleasure him.
Coming out of the movie this week?
She said, I really want to pleasure him, but it hurts.
No, and it's true. Like, women are always like, I don't know what to do. And it
Just put the tip in.
Yeah, get in, get going.
Doesn't he know how to
do
be
it.
gentle? He's got to be like a savage and, do the whole thing every time, get through the whole donut?
But it takes all kinds.
It does.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Nate?
Yeah.
Savage. You're 17.
Yeah, hey guys, what's up?
What's
Hey,
happening?
what's happening?
Look, I was calling to ask Drew what the dangers are with an irregular bowel movement is.
What do you mean by that?
All right, like when I was in
Julianne Nicholson?
yes.
Comes out.
Seeing other people? Comes
Comes
out.
out like it comes. The movie comes out
see.
in the singer, but his comes out like a topiary.
No,
Quite an image.
from like when I was in the 6th grade up until about a year ago, I used to I wouldn't take a dump very much at all. Like,
Hold on. I'm writing. Slow down. Go ahead. All right, Nate.
like once a month, a lot of
Once a
times.
month.
Oh, my God, Elvis.
Once a month.
Yeah.
Not once a month.
No,
No.
yes, no, it really was. I mean, it was really bad. But
Were you
over the past year,
constipated?
it's gotten a whole lot better. To where I do it once every.
Were you holding your stool intentionally?
Well, I mean, the thing, it would. At first, it didn't. I never had the movement or whatever. But then when I did, it hurt too much, so I would just stop and be like, "Screw it, I'll do it later." And it just kind of built up each time.
It would hurt. Do you have a hemorrhoids or something?
Oh, what? Oh, Well, actually, it's weird because only until this past year, when it's actually been getting better, have I started getting like a hemorrhoid there and stuff.
Well, why did it hurt? Is my question.
What do you mean? Because
all right, listen.
Are you retarded? What do you mean, why does it hurt?
He doesn't track.
Sometimes why? Did it
No,
hurt?
not you, him.
Yeah, no. And
I thought you said I'm all right, Spider.
I think when he says holding his bowel, too, I mean, I think he actually
In his hands.
meant he was actually holding.
All right,
Go see a doctor.
No, here's the deal. You
What?
need to
Isn't
take
that
bulk. You need to take
fecal
stools.
hoarding?
Yeah.
He could be some sort of psychological hoarding.
Whoa, see?
It's actually
3-point goal.
Pretty unusual. I mean, you really, the first thing to do is to
You like that
is
one?
Look
See
at
my
his,
girl in the cut?
to look at his
Fecal
bowel
hoarding.
functioning.
Another great old blues
He
singer.
may need
Fecal hoarding.
colonoscopy. He needs to be on bulk. He needs to be on a stool
This
softener.
cat played with
he
the-
may have some rectal
The
pathology that
fecal
needs to be dealt
hoarding
with.
trio.
Julianne Nicholson baseline 3-point goal. That's how you do it, girl.
Okay.
Who needs Sharon
coming
Osbourne when
back.
you got Drew?
Yeah. All right.
Is that a real thing?
Yes.
Yes? She's
Fecal hoarding?
I've seen X-rays of it. It's not. Pretty.
Why?
Was it a friend? No.
The X-rays usually
No.
from you see from people that are laxative abusers that then
Like
their
Elvis.
bowel becomes atonic and that nothing moves and it just fills up. That's the X-ray usually you see.
I wrestled and
People-
we all abused it.
And
That never
there
happened.
are lots of descriptions of little kids holding their bowel and
It was,
hoarding.
it was a young girl
Yeah.
who was like 12, 13 years old. That was trying
a
to
7-year-old male to do this is pretty wild. So that's
Wait.
why you got to go on the medical.
Did she have a
path
cousin
first.
named Susie?
What are the
Did they play
records?
sardines?
What are the?
I don't know.
You know, maybe a month. Month seems like a pretty good.
It's a pretty good.
Pretty good run.
The problem is the bowel again can become atonic and stop functioning.
Right.
Then they have to remove it. It can be a big mess.
All right.
boom, boom.
And by the way, here's something I've always been
And one.
something I've always
She
been
goes to the line.
interested in is I'm very regular.
Yeah.
Drew is good for every other day. And that's see, everyone leads you to believe that if you go, the more you go, the healthier you are.
No.
Drew
No.
says no.
No, it's ridiculous.
Drew
Should be
says
once
no.
a day, no?
Once a day, approximately. Yeah.
But I go like 3 times in the morning just because I drink so much coffee.
Yeah,
And if I have like fruit and stuff.
I just made.
You did?
Yeah,
Mr. Hankey.
Chris, we're gonna need you to. We got a little cleanup aisle 3 here. All right, let's
You people are good with your hands, right?
Rochelle.
Yeah?
What's happening?
You can hear me. I'm wondering, I can't orgasm during sex through penetration.
Yeah, that's
Very normal.
most women.
What's that?
That's most women, Rochelle.
Most.
Oh,
all.
What?
Well, it's irritating because I can come from oral sex and by myself, but
That's correct.
like I want to come with my boyfriend and I can't.
It's not going to happen.
It's
I
not.
like the recap though.
Yeah.
Oh.
Until you get.
Yeah,
So
You
Is
can all
there
you now
any
you
way?
can masturbate during the act.
Yeah.
doesn't work
yeah,
for
well,
women.
we do that. We do that, but
It's overwhelming.
Like,
The clit has a panic attack.
And then it calls my father.
Call Jay's dad.
there's like
When the pink phone starts ringing at the Mohr household, Jay's dad's like,
Little man in the boat hotline.
oh. Yeah,
What's wrong with self-manipulation during intercourse?
yeah, what's wrong? Oh, you're asking me? Women
No,
become
I'm asking her.
Women become overwhelmed.
I'm asking you. I'm asking her.
Wait till she tells
It's
you
one
the
of
same.
Yeah. Go
I
ahead.
become overwhelmed.
No. Again.
I got to wait that out?
All right, here's the deal. We were reviewing this an awful lot. Women have a spectrum of sexual response. The significant majority will never have orgasm during intercourse. There's about 20-30% will have it generally with intercourse one time or with oral sex. The
other one
most will
married
have it
me.
only with oral sex, and then there's about 10% that will have multiple orgasms. Jay's one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Stuff falls out all the time.
Yeah, you better learn how to fake it with that guy on top of you
No
because
kidding.
he'll go nuts on you.
I'll Favreau her ass.
all right. Well then.
All right, so you're still ahead. You're ahead of the game at 19 that you're having it orally with your boyfriend.
And with masturbation too.
with masturbation.
Many women 18 to 22 don't orgasm at all.
Can you masturbate now?
We
now.
gotta go to break. Not right now, Jay. Relax.
I was like, no way.
But Rochelle, let me
What, do you
ask.
work or something?
You heard this
Am I
FCC
what?
thing that's going on? We gotta watch it.
She said come 5 times.
Let me ask you real quick, Rochelle. If you helped yourself out when your boyfriend was giving you intercourse, do you think you could have an orgasm?
Yeah, I do. That's the way we normally do it, or I just while.
so
Welcome to the big leagues, honey. That's how it goes.
He's in
Yeah,
you.
that's it.
He's in you, and you're having an orgasm,
That's
right?
it. Cut in 10
seconds.
All
Do
right.
you squirt?
All right.
Relax.
All right, Jay.
What?
Let's take a break. Jay Moore's here. Julianne. Is it Julianne?
Julianne.
Oh, give her... Go,
I almost said Juliana. That's why.
No, thank you.
That's
Julianne.
right. Julianne Nicholson is here tonight. We will take ourselves a quick break. When we
Jack
come back,
Nicholson's niece.
Drew? No. Really?
No.
Will it make it more interesting?
Yes, it could, yeah.
Yes.
All
When we
right.
come back,
I
we'll have
can't
a
believe
great
that.
call.
A great call after this.
Check out our content provider, AOL for Broadband. Get a free trial of AOL for Broadband by going to WBUF.com.
You're locked into LoveLine, 92.9 WBUF.
Hey, everybody, LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. It's the best of LoveLine.
Yeah.
As we continue with dear, dear, dear friend who I've only met once.
Who I was in a movie with.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You sure you should be talking about that?
Cinematic triumph.
I'm sure you should be talking about that. Name of that movie, of course, is a New York Minute. That's about how long it lasted in the theaters. And, ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy Andy Richter. Hey, everybody. It's LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Dear, dear new friend, dear friend, new friend, dear friend, Andy Richter.
Dear, dear. Dear, dear.
He's a dear friend
Dear,
of mine.
dear, dear.
Andy Richter in studio tonight. And, Andy had a sitcom that only lasted a season or
Two
so.
seasons.
2 seasons, yeah.
2 seasons.
It was 2 seasons, but it was mid-season both seasons, which is sort of like a pat on the back and a punch in the gut.
How
at the same
many
time.
How many episodes of Andy Richter
There
control?
are 19, but I think only 15 or 14 aired.
All right, so it felt to me like a season's worth of shows.
Oh yeah, it's less than a season's worth.
Everybody I ever spoke to liked that show.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, it's one of those, here's what it would be the equivalent to. It'd be the equivalent to you going up to the plate against Pedro Estacio or some fastballer, hitting one that just missed the foul pole and went into the bleachers would have been a grand slam, fouling a few off, taking a few, and eventually striking out after a very courageous at-bat. And you can hold your head up walking back to the dugout.
Right.
And as a matter of fact, probably score some points. I mean, it was almost too ambitious. It was almost too good for
the public.
Too good. A little too hip.
No, it
little
was.
too
I
hip
don't
for the
see.
run.
I mean, if the show had been on and had been left on in a fair way, I would be more than willing to go, you know what? People just didn't really want to see it. But it was constantly being dicked around and moved from one spot to another and taken off the air for a month and then put back on for 3 weeks, showing twice a week, and then taken off for 2 weeks and then put back on another night.
Right.
And there's no way to build any kind of viewership like that. And, and to me, what was evidence of the show being mishandled was, like you said, everybody seemed to really like it. I mean, I'm not saying like it was the greatest thing ever. It was a pretty good show.
Andy, what are they going to tell you?
I know that's
what are
true.
They going to tell you?
That's true because a lot of people when they meet me, they think I'm retarded, and so they just from the way I look.
That's it.
And they
I'm retarded.
I'm retarded. See, but while it was on in the second season, I had a number of people say, "When's your show coming back on?" And it had been on for like 2 months.
Right.
And then I had not as many, but yet a few people say, while the show is still in the air in the second season, "Man, I'm so mad that your show got canceled."
Yeah.
It's like a hot knife in your guts,
Right.
It's not canceled.
Searing knife.
So, but now I'm back with Fox.
Well,
because there's been some management change.
You're not bitter. That's the important thing.
I am a little bitter.
Oh.
I'm mad.
That's right.
No, I am a little bitter. Wouldn't you be bitter?
I
Come
would
on.
be. Yes.
Yeah, I bet you.
No, you know what? I would be outraged. I would be outraged.
Yeah, ironic. I'm just finding it ironic that the people that are as mad as hell and aren't going to take it anymore are the people who are actually on TV.
Yeah, they're not
yelling at the television hierarchy.
Right.
Not at the public, but
No.
It's like,
okay. Yeah.
Well, the public, what can you do?
Very fickle.
Yeah, I'll throw my pearls before those swine as long as I can, till the day I die.
The point is Andy Richter's a survivor, and he lands on his feet, this kid.
That's right.
And he's got another shot on Fox that cleaned a little house over there, and he's back in smelling
That's
the rose.
right.
And
I've been to rehab, so they're letting me back on.
That's right. He's cleaned
No more
up.
pills.
All right. I don't believe Andy's ever. Andy, have you ever thrown up because of alcohol?
Oh yeah,
yeah. Oh, good.
Absolutely.
All right. Now we can hang.
I was thinking you're still in a little bit of the yummy phase, weren't you?
Yeah. I was.
What do you mean yummy?
I got this theory. There are adults. Okay, here's it. There are adults, and I worked with many of them over here at the Mother Station for a number of years, the morning show, namely Kevin and Bean.
Yeah.
And then their old producer Frank and a whole bunch of guys. And for instance, at 5:30 in the morning, I was the only one drinking a cup of coffee. They were drinking hot chocolate or Mountain Dew or something like that. And then we'd go. One time we all went to Seattle and we went out to a nice fish joint. We're in the microbrew capital of the world, and they're ordering Frescas and Sprites, and I'm the only one getting the microbrew kind of thing.
And probably ordering like burgers at the awesome fish place too.
Yeah.
Grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese. And then I realized, okay, every child is born into the yummy phase. I mean, every kids don't like beer, they don't like cigars, they don't like whiskey, they don't like poontang. They don't, although we're not sure, because I'm going to get the bottom of it, my kid. Yeah. But the point is they don't like these things because they don't really taste good. I mean, a beer does not taste good, it tastes like a beer.
Right.
And so if they have their choice, well, they're not going to eat smoked salmon and caviar and a cigar. You're going to eat a grilled cheese with a lot of ketchup on it, Lucky Charms, and Mr. Pibb. And once in a while, you meet an adult who still seems to be trapped in the yummy phase.
Absolutely.
Now, somewhere along the line, like in your teens, peer pressure sets in. You're forced to drink the Mickey's Big Mouth in the park until you puke with your buddies, or suck up a Winston cigarette or something. You learn this sort of, you learn these things. Now, I don't think they ever really taste good. Like whiskey, and even like red wine and stuff, it doesn't taste good. It just tastes like red wine. It tastes like whiskey. A woman tastes like a woman. These are, you learn to appreciate them. The guys in the yummy phase, they get trapped in it. They take it to the grave.
But I also
think... Is that not you?
No, that is not me at all. No, I have very grown-up taste.
He's gone the other way.
They're sort of like so grown-up, it's kind of creepy.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the muskier, the better.
You
know what I'm saying?
You guys could hang.
Your baby, don't shower. No, I know. You just got back.
Baby, don't shower. In fact, die.
Wait a minute. Go to spinning class, then die, and then we'll talk.
And then we'll talk in a week.
Not.
Yeah. You get in my trunk, and then we'll talk. No. Oh, come on. You started it. This you're the guys. This is I always love
I knew you were one of the
everybody's
other.
like, hey, come on. Let's, let's walk down here. All right. You want to walk down here? Let's walk down here. Damn it. No, but I actually do think though that the taste buds evolve, and I
agree
think
with
that
you.
those.
I think it's actually neurological.
I think that the taste buds do evolve.
I think they actually kind of burn out a little bit. The whatever it is, I think we are programmed to want fatty and sweet foods because we need the calories to grow, and as we mature, those mechanisms deteriorate, go away, change, alter, configure to something more discriminating.
Perhaps. Yeah, or just something like you appreciate. Sour and bitter, and there's something sort of chemical and structural that goes on.
I actually don't think you learn that so much as it's sort of part of maturing. Because I think biologically,
if you raised people to adulthood on an island and only gave them kid food and then brought them back to society, if those adults would like coffee pretty quickly.
Yep, I agree.
Most of those, totally, and there was ones that like that yummy crap would like that yummy crap. You know what I mean?
So you're saying. But so you crave the fats, you crave the starches, you crave the sugars when you're young. Everybody needs it, and then later on
it shuts off.
You start turning on like whiskey and hooker nipple,
dead
stuff like that. Dead hooker.
My older brother is a total like my older brother
hooker jerky.
When because he's had health problems. He's 3 years older than me, and
what's he got?
He's just had gallbladder issues and stuff, and so the way he's adjusted himself, his diet, he's overweight, but he's a gigantic person. He's like 6'5", and he's a really big man. But the way he's adjusted is that he'll only get 3 candy bars a day, And I honestly I cannot remember the last time. It's been probably 20 years since I bought a candy bar.
Yeah,
stolen many, but
yes.
No, but I mean, after Halloween, there'll there'll be the minis around, and I might have one. It's not like I would be above it, but never would I like go to the gas station.
Andy's a big movie star.
Yeah.
And get a.
He can't be.
Hey, and
Can't
all
be what? Eating candy?
No, I know what you're saying.
I go to the gas station. I hang out at the gas station all the time.
You got to smoke some pot. You smoke some pot.
I have to.
Yeah.
Now I did. Now, all right.
Well, wait for the break.
No, yeah. Sure.
No.
I've come all the way around with Andy. Every fraternity house has an Andy.
Yeah.
No. See that people think they put me in the frat thing, but
no.
Oh no.
What'd you do? What'd you do?
The frat houses are loaded with
what?
Can I say dicks?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
dicks. Yeah.
I don't like that.
I do not like that. I do not like.
Could you?
Yeah.
I actually was. It's actually sort of like probably my darkest secret. There's the homo stuff, but then the other darkest secret is I was a member of a fraternity.
You are?
Where'd you start? I started out at University of Illinois in Champaign-Urbana. Yeah, and I went and I joined a fraternity because I was from a small town, and I thought, well, if I want to have a social life, and U of I is like chokingly Greek. It's like one of the, at the time it was like
fairly
the biggest
academic school too.
It's a pretty good school, yeah. I went there because it was cheap and I had pretty good grades and I couldn't afford Northwestern, so I thought I'll join.
We've seen Northern Illinois State.
Yeah, Northern Illinois. It's just Northern Illinois in DeKalb.
Yes,
yeah,
we've been there twice.
Yeah, that's part of this. Yeah, that's part of the. You had to go back. Was it Cindy Crawford days? She's from there.
Barbed Wire and Cindy Crawford.
I had to point out, much to the dismay of the large crowd, that yes, Cindy Crawford may have been born here, but she got her ass out as soon as she could walk. I mean, she took off immediately. Right. Which is all you have to know, because
the town sort of ejected her.
Yeah, well, the thing is it shouldn't be where you're born. Anyone can be born anywhere. Right. It's where you end up. And she was smart enough at 13 to hit Milan and get the hell out of there. I ain't never been back.
I'm hitting Milan.
Anyway,
I'm taking my mole and getting out.
The other thing,
I joined a fraternity because I thought that's the only way to party, and I quickly realized it was a mistake.
Yes.
Because it was very much like what I feel like is happening in this country, because I sort of ended up hanging with the stoners, and the stoners were really kind of cool, but they couldn't be bothered to
have a life?
No, to hold offices of power within the house. So it was all these other guys that, when you made fun of the fact that it was like some sort of all the the rituals and stuff were just like crypto-fascist BS from some goofy Baptist from 112 years ago, and said no, this is that's stupid, all that stuff, and they get really mad at you. Wow. That's it was sort of like. But those guys were the only ones who would run for office, so they would set the rules. Right. I know.
Yeah,
and
well,
now they're all apologizing for photos and videos.
Yeah, those guys haven't had shows canceled on Fox. No way.
What does that mean?
No,
you're just fishing. You're just fishing. You don't even know what that is.
No, it was a subtle dig. It was bad. I shouldn't have said anything. I'm lashing out because
I'm sorry. He's never had a show on Fox alone canceled.
Yeah.
All right. Now let's get back to the phones. But let me say this: do you feel this way sort of about politicians, like this sort of Dan Quayles and even the George Bushes and many others in office? You get the feeling, when they were 19, they were that stupid fraternity guy who was, making everyone go by the pledge book and all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
Didn't seem to be very creative. Didn't seem to be very smart, but yet seemed to sort of power forward despite their own inadequacies emotionally and intellectually. All right. Amanda?
Adam feels much better now.
Thank you. Oh, you know what I wanted to mention before Drew cut me off is DeKalb also invented barbed wire.
Yeah.
That's their big claim to fame, which, again...
They have the museum there.
I had to point it out to them that was no big kicks either. Wire and barbs both existed. You guys just... put them together.
Barbs. Yeah, but the barb industry was really struggling until they finally put it with wire. Oh, there's barbs all over the place.
Yeah, but the people that got in on the ground floor of the barb industry are laughing pretty good now, Andy. Pretty
Where
good.
do you think Barbie came from?
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, Mr. Smart Guy.
Amanda?
Uh-huh.
You're 22?
Yeah.
What's up?
Okay, so I have a little bit of a problem. I kind of have gotten in trouble sleeping around with different people.
I had a boyfriend for about 3 years a while ago. More recently, I dated a guy for a couple of months, and we're still friends. We still talk. We kind of broke it off while he's getting divorced. And his problem is that he thinks that because that was my past, that if we were to get back together, he thinks I'll keep,
Let me hang a second. Let me get this straight. He was somebody you were cheating with?
No, well, he was in the process of getting a divorce when I met him.
No, I understand that he was cheating, but were you also cheating?
No.
You never cheated on him?
Not on him. Well,
or you never used him to cheat on someone else?
Well, yeah, when we met, he asked me all kinds of questions about my past and had a really big interest in everyone that I had, been with. He wanted to know, which is understandable. I mean, I think it goes both ways.
It is, but it isn't. We generally believe that people shouldn't freak each other out with that. On the other hand, from your standpoint, you should understand, unless you do some significant work on yourself, history does predict future.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, and then the thing is, this is what happened. He knew that, when I was first talking to him, before we were officially dating, I was seeing someone else at the same time, and it bothered
That's what I'm
him.
saying. That's what I'm saying. He expects that you will do to him what you have done to other boyfriends.
Yeah, and what he did to you.
And what he did, and you should expect the same thing because he cheated on somebody too.
Sort of.
Yeah,
going
the
through a
thing with
divorce.
his wife, he never loved her.
All right, they all say that. They all say that when they get divorced.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, and that's what he tells me now, but it was really his suggestion. He told me, you need to call Dr. Drew and figure out what the heck's wrong with you.
Okay, well, hold on. How many times have you done this?
Well, okay, so I dated a guy for 3 years, and he was the first person I slept with. Since then, I've slept with 7 other people.
All right.
And that was
I know, but I'm asking how many times you cheated on one of them.
Yeah.
I haven't. I cheated on my boyfriend of 3 years once.
All right.
And then
This guy's making you feel bad.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hang on a second. Let's clarify even further. Is that cheating episode, was that at the end of that relationship? Was that already
it's a
done?
little more complicated than that. I knew he was going to be leaving. He had to do this church religious mission thing. And so I knew a long time before he was going to be leaving, and I think that was hard for me to handle.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure, but it was towards the end of the 3 years.
All right. So here's what's going on.
Yeah.
The guy is an older guy.
Yeah.
She's 22. He's doing a little mind control thing on her. I don't like this guy that much. I like the idea that he said to talk to Dr. Drew.
You like that, huh?
for some
That's the best
reason.
thing, that's what you like about him best.
That's the only thing he's got going for him.
But
even that's kind of manipulative because he knows you that you'd respond positively to that.
Maybe I'm playing into his hand.
Exactly.
Amanda, how old is this guy?
He's going to be 23.
So he's a young guy, and his marriage didn't last very long.
Well, yeah, and like I said, he married the woman he married. It was because of
All right,
we don't care.
Look, here's what it is. This guy's 23. When you're 23, you ask all those horrible questions, and you become some sort of bizarre
Holmes.
stenographer of this person's past, and they want to know everything. And then as soon as you collect all that information, you then start using it against them, and you end up confusing the person because it's done in a way where I just don't want that to happen to me, and it's all BS.
It's not even that. It's just that male bravado. It's just the testosterone is making them angry that this is territory where other males have been. That's period.
You were cheating on him before you even knew him.
Exactly.
Right.
That is the effective.
Yeah.
That's the affect state they're in. It's all BS.
Right. So here's what I think women, by the way, because this happens to almost every young woman when she hooks up with a 19 or 22-year-old guy or something. Here's the tack they should take, not only for them but for the guys.
Yep.
Because you have to treat guys like you're treating a pet or a child.
Yep.
They need boundaries. They need to be contained. The pet needs to go in the crate. Otherwise, it's going to run all over the house.
Crap everywhere.
Crap everywhere.
Right. Absolutely.
Same with the kid, by the way. Do they have crates for them?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Because otherwise you can't transport them, can you?
No, you got to be in a box.
Okay.
They're called boxes for kids.
So here's the thing. I go and punch holes in the top of the
They come
mason
with the
jar.
holes.
Okay. So here's the thing. You need to say to them, look, I'm not a virgin. Neither are you. I love you. You love me. Let's move forward. I have no diseases and I have no problems.
Right. Even clearer in this. Look, I haven't done anything unusual for somebody my age.
Right.
I've had other relationships. You can count on me to be monogamous in this one. That's my intention. Nobody's perfect. Let's get on with it.
Yeah, but first, you need to tell yourself that you haven't done anything wrong. Because I think he's
Some people have.
yeah,
Hold
but
on
no,
a
but I
second.
mean,
Let me write
but yeah,
that
but you know
down.
what? Life is, you know,
First-
people do a lot of stuff, and you know, you probably, I'm assuming you never killed anybody, or that you know that you were never cruel to anybody,
Right.
But you know, stuff happens, and if this guy is making you feel bad. And first of all, I don't like the fact that he's snooping around.
We're more worried about him.
preemptively.
Yeah, we're more worried about him than we are about her.
Yeah, yeah.
Although we're completely capitulating to the fact that he referred her to us.
Right. Yeah. No, but I do think too that like if he's making you feel bad about what does not sound to me like from the little bit of information does not sound like like you have anything to feel bad about whatsoever.
We agree.
That you next time this happens, say get out.
Andy just sort of coast into a stop.
I don't know. I realize what the hell am I talking about?
It's late. It's Sunday night.
Come on.
Mother's Day.
Let's go.
New York
I'll
Minute.
tell you, let me jump in.
Everybody go see it.
Let me get a little time.
Okay.
It's 7:22 after 7 o'clock. Andy Richter in studio tonight. Coasting to a Stop, New York Minute coming out. Coasting to a Stop, not a bad name for a sitcom.
Coasting to a stop.
Yeah, it's time for a break.
That really sounds like something. Yeah.
You want to see that? You want to check
Something
that
called
out.
Inertia. Check it out.
Man, I hope that helped out. But it's not. It's your
right.
boyfriend is right. You are freaking out a little bit, but we are also concerned about him.
Too much talk
He's
about
being
her.
a jerk.
It's LoveLine. We're here with Andy Richter, and we'll be right back after this. There you go, LoveLine. I'm Adam, that's Dr. Drew. He's Andy Richter. We're back. All right, well, let me just check in with Anthony before we go to break. Anthony?
Hey, how you guys
How's the
doing?
weather in Arcadia, Anthony's?
You're-
74 degrees?
Drew, Adam,
Yeah,
Andy.
25.
Hi.
Yeah, my question is for Drew. I've become a compulsive eater over the years after my teenage years, after high school. What I pretty much do is I'll watch what I'm eating during the day, but then at night I'll go out on a binge. I'll go to a fast food joint and just eat burgers and fries and.
All right, hold on a second. Hold on. We got to take a break. We got to go. Drew's going to go rape the candy machine, ironically, during the break. Let me just say this. It just struck me, everyone's always talking about fast food and what it's doing to the kids, and everyone's getting obese and everything.
I know I am. I'm always talking about it.
The thing they don't talk about, and I haven't really thought about, is fast food, the drive-throughs open till midnight or 2 o'clock everywhere now, which is really adding a whole new wrinkle to this stuff.
Yes.
Because, back in the day, the place would close at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. Maybe the late night one stayed open at 10. But there's no more of that sitting around feeling the urges at 1:30 in the morning and hitting the drive-through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like knowing it's out there, knowing you're, $4 bucks away from something that's open till 2 a.m., and it's around the corner. That's an extra.
Well, and it's good.
Put a
because-
severe dent in the 7-Eleven bean burrito business.
And as we've been hearing
Absolutely.
since our childhood, Adam, 60 million children go to bed hungry in our country every night.
That's right.
And hunger is a huge problem. We've been hearing nothing but that and secondhand smoke since we were 12.
Right. Yeah. Which is it? Yeah. Well, they're hungry and morbidly obese at the same
and
time.
smoking.
Smoking. Actually, there's a smoker blowing secondhand smoke. We're going to take a quick break. Andy Richter here tonight. We'll
Maybe
talk to. No, he's got a second win. He was coasting a little there. He's back. He's a dear friend.
Realized I didn't have anything more to say.
No, that's all right.
It's good.
Actually, I just realized I don't care about anyone's problems but my own. I know it's a problem with a show like this, but you had me come back.
No, we did.
Or
we
come
did.
in the first place.
Andy clearly didn't want to come tonight. I was surprised to see him here, quite honestly. I really was. When I came through the door at 9:50,
I do what I say, except when I forget.
That's right. All right. Dear
And I do
friend,
like
Andy,
you haven't
you
brought
there?
it up.
No, and you know what? We got to go to break. I'd like to at least attempt to hang out with you a little bit. Just not now, not for a few years,
right?
But just because you're on my short list of cool people to hang out with. You know, like I was saying, yeah, me and Richter, we bowl a little bit. We should play some cards.
Yeah.
Something. It's cool.
We went to Splash, got a tub.
You're very high. You have regarded very highly in the industry.
Thank you.
Cool guy.
For the hangout factor.
Yeah, for the hangout factor. All right, we'll take a quick break, and can you introduce me to Odenkirk too? By the way, because he's on my list.
You want to meet him?
He's on my list. Cool guy. I was hanging out with Richter Richter and
I can maybe see
Richter and
him.
Odenkirk, me and him, we're just kicking around some ideas. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't realize it'd be drop-ins.
We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Hey, everybody. LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. And now, our favorite gal pal, the one who has
spontaneous orgasms when she sits on cold surfaces.
Yeah, I think you may be stepping on her orgasm, Drew.
So to speak.
Yeah, because it's coming, so to speak. Nicole Richie, everyone. Hey, everybody. It's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Nicole Richie's here tonight. The Simple Life 2 road trip. All right. The Simple Life. Now, so here's what goes on. This year, they take it on the road, which is actually a good idea because last time you had to stay in that sort of farmhouse, and there are all sorts of hijinks, but on the road, it's endless, yes?
Well, the first season, Paris and I are both busybodies, and we get very antsy. And the fact that not only do we have to stay in Arkansas the whole time, but we had to stay with that family, and we had all these rules and these curfews and stuff like that. I mean, there were points where during the day they just wouldn't let us go to the mall just because they just wanted us to sit there or whatever.
Just because they're paying you.
Well, I mean, they're
the family
just
or the producers?
The family was like,
Dude,
you guys just need to, you guys just need to spend family time.
You need to cool out here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just sit down and spend time with the family.
Yeah, they really did. And I mean, I was 21, Paris was 22, and
yeah,
that wasn't going to happen.
That ship has sailed a long time ago.
So,
I mean, they should have got in on you guys when you were 11 and 12 years old. Now forget about it. How do you undo that? I mean, it's just it's an interesting question, which is if you're a child and the child is used to a certain lifestyle. Some call it a privilege. Some call it a little reckless at times, maybe a little irresponsible. Well, whatever it is, the kid is the captain of his own ship. The kid doesn't say, what do you want me to do tonight, Dad, or when's my curfew? The kid does. Once that kid does that, it's really hard to reel them back in.
Well, if they're 14 and 15 and still growing, then that's fine. But, I mean, we're adults, and I haven't just
You're right.
Had that kind of authority since I was 11 years old. So that was a little bit of a problem. It wasn't planned or anything.
Confirming your point.
So exactly.
The farmer John needed to get to you when you were wearing jammies with the flaps on.
And I think you probably could change somebody if you hung on to them until their libido started falling at about 42.
No. What happens is people then change later. They find Jesus Christ, or they OD, or they have a couple divorces, or whatever it is.
It takes
way
2
later.
decades.
Yeah. So if you don't, here's the moral of the story, parents. You got to catch your kid between 0 and maybe 12. You don't catch them between 0 and 12, then you got from 12 to maybe 42.
That's right.
And then somewhere around 42, they start slowing down a little. It's a tough 30 years sometimes in between. It's a big window.
Could be
tough parenting. All right, so leaving Miami. Heading to Beverly Hills
with
a Winnebago.
Not a Winnebago.
An Airstream.
Oh, Airstream. Oh, yeah, old school.
Yeah,
that's right. And how many stops is each episode a stop, or each stop an episode, or there's multi-stops?
I don't know how they do the actual episodes.
Right. I think that dog crapped somewhere.
What?
I think so.
She farts a lot, so she could have just farted.
Okay.
Or it could have been me.
Nicole brought her, I may have queefed, actually. Nicole brought her dog in. Drew smells number 2.
Unacceptable.
Now I'm freaking out. Come on, buddy.
Smell it.
Really?
Chris, you over there?
I'm not smelling it either. Chris, what do you got?
What'd you do to him, Chris?
Nothing?
Chris.
Scared the S out of him. Leave the poor dog alone. What's the dog's name?
Honeychild.
Honeychild. Don't mind the big scary man who only gets $10 an hour and lives at home. Like the way I seamlessly weave that into almost every conversation. You didn't even see it.
Even in Choctaw, you got that.
Yeah, hey. All right.
Bro.
All right. So, all right. Drew, stop obsessing with the dog.
She's farting.
So, okay. Nicole and Paris leave Miami. 12 episodes? How many episodes?
I think it is 12. It's either 10 or 12.
And the climactic episode is you landing in Beverly Hills.
Yes.
Yeah. Is it? And how long did it take to shoot the thing?
6 weeks.
Is it a long 6 weeks or is it a fun 6 weeks?
It was fun. It definitely was long. Because we're in an Airstream, there's no unpacking and stuff like that. And it was just really cramped because it was Paris, me, our 2 dogs. And also, obviously the audience doesn't see this, but there's a camera guy. There's a sound guy. And we're in like the smallest space.
Let me just give this observation on the lap dogs. You guys are getting an early jump on those lap dogs because historically it was only like Zsa Zsa and Ava Gabor.
That's 65
yeah,
plus.
Here's how lap dogs are supposed to work. After a good 65 years of living, you decide this dog is the most important thing in your life. It's usually after multiple divorces. And then eventually you get in a fist fight because they won't let you bring it on the airplane. But by then you're into your late 60s.
Although it's been a new... Remember we had Deborah Harry bring her... Were you here when she tried to bring her dog up?
No.
They didn't let her bring her dog?
It was in the old building. I guess you weren't here.
They didn't want to let the dog in?
Yeah, there was a fist fight.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this is what happens. What happens is you get attached to the lap dog. The lap dog just becomes... It's like your belly button or your nostril. It's
exactly.
Like,
but she flies with me. She can fly.
What about the person next to you, though? Like, what if someone's allergic to dogs? And how come I can't get any goddamn peanuts on a Southwest flight because some pussy called in and said their kid would go into anaphylactic shock if I open some peanuts? You're going to fly with your dog?
I think the rule is if they're under 10 pounds.
Yeah,
whatever. If you're allergic, then you sit in another seat.
We agree with you, by the way.
Yeah. Well, no, hold on. Let me have a sidebar with Drew. Not about the dog.
I understand.
I tell them to keep their goddamn dog at home.
No, I understand, but take responsibility for your allergies, is what she's saying. I agree with that.
I'm fine.
Take an allergy pill.
I'm fine with that.
Sit in another seat.
Yeah, okay. So, but you can't fly with a dog. You have to fly first class? Can you fly business class with a dog?
I don't know about that, but I feel like you can.
Never flown business class.
I've flown business class, but I can't. I haven't flown business class with the dog.
I know maybe I'm dwelling on this too much, and then maybe there's certain things in life that confuse me. But the idea that you can't bring your toenail clippers on board, and you can't be trusted with an actual fork. You get a spork, but you're bringing your dog with you.
This could be a terrorist.
Yeah, the dog could be packed full of TNT. Who knows?
No. You bring a medical slip with you saying this dog is certified to fly.
Wow.
Carry it in a purse. You have to.
Carry the dog in a purse.
You have to carry the dog in a purse, or some people have a dog carrier, but most people that fly
something.
Right.
Something flexible though.
Something, yeah.
Right.
And for landing and takeoff, they have to be under your seat, and then the thing about lap dogs is, if they're with their moms, they're just going to sleep. So it's not like they're barking or running around or anything. She's all good.
It makes perfect sense, except for the part where they tell you, if you lit up a cigarette in the head, it would stop the plane and arrest you. You know what I mean? But Nicole's got her dog out.
Yeah.
No?
It seems rangy.
It really is. It's like not sure what you can and can't do on the plane anymore.
Yeah.
All right. It's weird. And the whole thing with airports and planes in general is just if you got to ask, the answer is no.
Right.
It's just no. You just can't do it.
That's
you
why
can't
it
do
seems funny
anything.
to
That's
have
why
your
the dog thing seems funny, because they don't let you do anything. But let me tell you this. No, I didn't want to get into, but we just got back from Europe a week ago, and it was a huge hassle. So you want to do anything, change anything, or move anything, or whatever. I mean, everything's a disaster. All right. Dog on the once the dog starts farting, you said the dog's gassy.
She does fart a lot.
Well, what if?
But there's people that fart all the time on planes.
People have way. It's a decent point. But people. Well, here's the thing, though. You have to encounter people on the plane. You don't necessarily have to encounter the dog. And people would excuse themselves, perhaps. Drew, if you had gas, and you're sitting at you go into the bathroom and do that cheek spreader move that you do, right?
You'd excuse yourself. If I farted on a plane, I wouldn't turn to the person next to me and be like, "Excuse me, I farted." I would lie or get up or go to the bathroom.
No, that's what I mean. You would excuse yourself to the bathroom. I don't mean you would make up an excuse after you blew wind on the guy next to you. I mean you would excuse yourself to the bathroom. That's what I meant. All right, let's Honey Child.
Honey Child.
Shannon.
Yeah.
Shannon, we spoke to you last night. Remember her dad had just died? Yeah. We're gonna finish this up.
Sorry.
20.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thanks, guys, for talking to me again. It's really nice.
How you doing today?
I don't know. I'm numb. It's easier to, like, be in denial today.
How did he die, if you don't mind my asking?
He died of cancer. He was given 6 months to live, like, 4 months ago, so...
Yeah. We actually spoke to her back then. She was dealing with it.
How close were you guys?
We were really, really close.
Where's your mom?
My mom's around. My parents were divorced, but they were really close as well, and I moved back home with my mom, and he actually moved in with me and my mom.
Do you have any siblings?
Yes, brother and a sister, both older.
Are they helping you at all?
Yeah, my sister, my brother's kind of just handling it in a really, like, different way, or he just, like, jokes a lot, and I don't know. All
right, so, Drew, what do you do?
Well, the problem, Shannon, is you still aren't even really opening to the idea that he's gone.
No.
Really?
That's what she said last night.
Well, that's why I'm saying really, because it's horrible radio to do that.
I see.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No one was listening last night at 12 and then again tonight. That'd be 2 days in a row. You know, we have an every other day policy.
And it's not horrible to explain exactly what that little exchange was about.
Yeah, you want to listen. Here's the deal. You can listen Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, or you can go the Monday, Wednesday route.
It's yeah.
Yeah, that's how we break it up.
Like a show.
Otherwise, we got too many people listening. What the hell's the dog doing with its tongue? What is that?
Panting.
Is that? Yeah, but it flattened out like a diving board and stuck right out. He did that on purpose. That was an attack. You see him giving a stink eye, Drew?
He's got a stinky eye.
All right, go ahead, Drew.
So, Shannon, the first order of business is really letting yourself come to terms with this, and the only way that's going to happen is with the support of other people. Do you have enough support?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. What did you just say?
Do you have other people to support you?
I do, but I've just been kind of pushing him away. And
how about the hospital? Any of the?
Well, I mean, he was in a hospice program, and I don't know. They called today, but I didn't talk to him, and they just kind of wanted to know when the services was.
There are usually bereavement groups through hospice you can get involved with, and you will find you're resisting it because you don't want to come to terms with it, and that's natural enough. All of the avoidance and resistance is all the fact that you want to stay in this place where you can sort of magically believe he's going to return or that he hasn't really gone. Yeah. That's not a healthy place to be. That is a place that will become very depressing rather quickly and potentially pathological. So go to a bereavement group, get friends around you, just slowly kind of let it in bit by bit as you can tolerate.
Let me ask you this. Yeah. How much of... we have this sort of theory that you recover from emotional trauma, sort of like you recover from physical trauma, which is, guys do that thing where they go, oh, man, if he wasn't in such great physical shape, he never would have survived that motorcycle accident. It was just that he was in phenomenal shape.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're in good shape going into the accident. It helps you recover after the trauma.
There's definitely something to that with mental issues, too, emotional issues.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, anybody is going to have grief in a period of mourning after the loss of a loved one.
Yep.
But if you're depressed already, you may go into a serious tailspin,
Or if you have some conflicted issues about dad or some unfinished business, it can really become very acute.
All right. Let's talk to Mark over here, who's 16.
Hello?
What's bogus?
Bogus?
Yeah, besides a bogus call already.
How?
I don't know.
It was just the way you said hello. It was funny.
The way you said hello.
Sorry, I was on speakerphone.
Liar, whore, you know it.
All right, what's your question, Mark?
Well, I heard you talking about sphegna, like that thing on your uncircumcised penis a long while ago.
Sure.
And I just have it, and I just don't know. How can I get rid of it?
You've got some debris. You gotta
compressed air.
You got
what do you think?
Scrub things out and keep it dry.
Are you European?
Yeah. How'd you know?
Because most people that are uncircumcised are European. I hope so, because I don't understand the American that's uncircumcised.
Yeah.
So you're European. So you can't get circumcised.
Oh, he's not European.
Yeah, you're not European. I heard you on the phone. You're like, hello.
Yeah, Mark's from Van Nuys.
Why aren't you circumcised?
Huh?
Why aren't you circumcised?
He's
Well, I was born in Hungary, and then I moved to America.
Where in Hungary?
Budapest.
No, you weren't.
Hey, listen, a screw-off like Mark would not know the name of Budapest unless he'd been born there.
It's a pretty decent
not
point.
located in Hungary
It
either.
does seem squirrely, though.
In Budapest.
All right, speak some Hungarian to me.
Jó. I have to say, wait.
What do you want to say?
Sok szeretettel.
All right.
That means I like you a lot or something.
All right.
And I have one more
What
question.
do you eat? What do you eat? You eat Hungarian food?
No, I hate it. It tastes like crap, actually.
What? I like Hungarian food.
You don't like paprika?
It's
what?
It's
Paprika.
They don't say paprika there. You don't say paprika, do you?
No, they say paprika.
That's right. It's pop.
Oh, she is.
The only thing I like about Hungary is there are lots of hot chicks there. But
all right, Mark, we now
This
believe
dog
you.
just farted on Nicole.
Huh?
Good. Teach her a lesson. Mark.
Yeah?
Okay. Keep things clean and keep them dry.
And get circumcised. Girls don't like uncircumcised.
Really?
Yeah.
Whatever.
All right. Or go back to your beloved Hungary and get yourself a nice hot Hungarian chick.
Sure. But
All right. Listen, I know he's Hungarian now. I believe him because you're right. Him actually naming a country and then naming a capital of a country is way out of the range of one of our callers who didn't actually live there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think about this all the time. Like, somebody could say, where are you from? And you could easily name a country, and you could easily name a city in that country, or you could make up a name that we never heard of, because obviously we don't know every city that's in Hungary. We probably know two, you know.
Right.
So, yet, way too tall an order for anyone who calls this show.
Or God forbid, to plan a name in a country.
That's right.
Yeah,
I think he's telling the truth.
Oh, he is.
Because he's uncircumcised.
He is.
And he speaks Hungarian.
And he wouldn't have chosen Hungary.
No.
All right. So, here's the thing. Dry. That's the part. That's the other thing.
Yeah,
people don't realize the stuff needs to kind of dry out.
Oh, yeah, yeast loves wet.
Yeah,
Fungus.
but everything. I mean, you get jock itch.
That's
You got
fungus.
whatever it is. You got to get air down there.
Those things are fungi. The
Yeah.
feet, fungus.
What about, like, when you get a cut? And
Yeah,
you get
that
a cut
helps
on your
it heal.
finger.
Yeah, the drying helps it heal.
Yeah, that's what I tell people. I mean, you got to clean it out, and you got to protect it. But, like, when you go to bed at night, shouldn't you take the Band-Aid off and let's get some air on it?
I have a problem with nurses with wound care where they always want to put ointment on everything that's open.
It just
It's
keeps going.
Keep it going for weeks. You got to
Right.
let it dry out.
Absolutely. All right. Let's. All right. So clean the dong and hang it on the line, or throw it in the dryer. Put on a tumble.
Or a handheld dryer will do it.
What?
Handheld dryer.
It's 16. You're going to start beating off if you
With
do
the
that.
dryer?
Yeah.
He'll electrocute himself first. Oh, he'll burn himself. He'll just.
No, I just mean it's going to remind you.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean? As a 6-year-old dude, how long could you be alone with your junk before you went like, hey, wait a minute, I got an idea. That's why as a guy, you can't, as a guy, can you take a bath before the age of 30 without beating off? You can't do it. You know why? Because you go like, I'm just going to take a bath. I think I'll take a bath. It'd be nice to take a bath. And then you just lie down in the bath. You go, this relaxing. You're like, oh, there's my dick. Huh. Yeah, I'm going to light a candle and go, oh, look at it. It's kind of buoyant. All right, that's it. I'm beating off. Wait a minute. Don't wait until I'm done with the water. Screw it. I'm just beating off. I mean, right? How much time can you spend alone with your penis before it's time to beat off?
3.8
You got to have some jeans on. Shower's fine. You're doing, shit. You're busy. You're busy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Your hands are moving.
Yes. It's an interesting indictment on your psychology that you have to be busy or you begin masturbating immediately, no matter what, especially if you're alone with your penis.
Well, that's why I keep the pen in my left hand.
Yeah.
Because the second I
you
put
busy.
it down, the hand just slide right under the console. All right. Who are we talking to? Bridget?
Yeah.
Bridget.
Hi.
You're 23?
Yes.
What's up?
I haven't had my period in almost 10 months now, and I've been having some symptoms of menopause, like night sweats and like hot flashes and no sex drive whatsoever. And I'm just wondering if it's possible for me to go through menopause at my age.
No. It's possible to have ovarian function problems, but it's not menopause.
Well, you're 23.
There's some. You could have pituitary tumors. You could have thyroid conditions. There's all kinds of stuff that can go wrong, but it's not menopause. See, why haven't you gone to see the doctor? It's been 10 months.
I had a bad experience my first time to the doctor.
Hold on a second. There's got to be an abuse survivor. Something. Whenever you hear that bad excuse, bad experience excuse thing, it's always weird.
And then the holding off for months and months, which is a medical problem.
Yeah. Bridget sounds brittle. Bridget.
Yeah.
You sound way older than 23.
Do I?
Yeah, which really usually means you saw too much too early.
Right.
Were you forced to grow up early?
Yeah.
What happened?
Bad family?
Yeah, they're kind of... Oh, sorry.
The S word.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, Anderson will clean that up. But is your alcoholism?
Yeah, my mom's an alcoholic, and...
you had to take care of her?
And I've been raising my younger siblings since I was 8.
Yeah, so understand, though.
See, that's old.
I know.
See, you're 8, you're raising somebody instead
of... parentalized.
Instead of screwing yourself.
Yeah, parentalized.
Around. Yeah, that's what I... But any abuse other than that?
Well, I was raped when I was 14.
Yeah.
And...
That usually means there's some sexual abuse before that, though.
Right.
What happened before that?
My step-grandfather did.
All right, so every interaction you have with a male is going to feel like somebody trying to rape you. And look, the doctor's just trying to do their job. You need to get in there and get this taken care of. Yeah, get taken care of. If you're having ovarian failure, you can end up with bone disease, all kinds of things, fertility problems. If this is a pituitary tumor, it can get out of hand. There's a lot of things that can go on here. Let's go ahead and get this taken care of, all right?
Okay.
All right. And how about a boatload of therapy for all the horrible abuse you've gone through?
Yeah, I'm doing that.
You are?
I'm doing that. Yeah,
okay.
It's good, though. I've had my relationship, I've got a great relationship, and it was 6 years on the 1st of June. So
was what?
I've been with the man that I'm with
2 years. What? How many years?
2 years?
6.
6?
6 years.
Since you were 17?
Yep, on the 1st of June.
How old is he?
He's 47.
47?
Oh.
I know.
That's all right. You're an old spirit.
That's exactly the way I feel.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's do some very uncomfortable math.
He was 40, she was 17.
23 years. Yeah. Well, I'll be 24 in July. So I met him right before I turned 18.
And he was 40 or 39.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's 47.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's a guy I don't want to hang out with.
No, he's a really...
I don't even like being around myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's a great guy.
Yeah, he is a great guy.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, he's great guy, except for the pedophilia.
No, he's great.
So,
he's fantastic.
Don't have children with him.
He doesn't want to have children.
Thank God.
He doesn't want to have children and doesn't want to get married, so he thinks that he's holding me back.
Oh,
good.
Well, it's a good impulse.
Break up with him.
No.
Yeah, he's a bad guy.
No, I'm in love with him.
Then again, Bridget shouldn't have kids.
All right, good. Yeah, don't have kids. Just look, stay with him and stay with him.
It's all right. It's all right. I actually believe Bridget's doing some work.
I do. Do your work, baby doll.
I will.
I hope your step-grandfather's dead and died in a horrible way.
Yeah, he is. Actually, he died about 8 years ago, and I was pretty happy. But I don't know. I've talked about it a lot in therapy, and I've let it go.
Good.
As much as I can for now.
Go take care of yourself medically. It's called oligomenorrhea or amenorrhea. It needs to be evaluated. It's not menopause.
All right. So listen, everybody. You see what your voice will give away? It's all in the voice.
Yeah. And how you make us feel.
Yes.
It's
immediately.
Yeah.
Here's
because the interesting. I actually read Super Old Boyfriend, and in therapy,
and I read. Sort of No Childhood.
Yeah.
And some abuse.
Yeah.
Hello, please.
The screen says 23, no sex drive, night sweats, hot flashes, menopause. That's in question mark. There's no abuse. There's no anything in there. And people always want to. They're always like, why do you make everyone abused?
Yeah,
we didn't make her abused. Her step grandfather made her abused, and her alcoholic mom made her abused. We're just trying to get to it.
She just made us feel it.
She made us feel it, and when she made that crack about not wanting, having a bad experience at the doctor, then I knew.
And sounding like a Vietnam nurse from
she's
6 Tours of Duty.
23 for Christ's sake. All right, same age as Nicole Richie.
No.
24?
I'm 22.
Oh, all right.
How dare you?
Close enough.
Dare you?
All right.
Go on a break.
All right, Nicole Richie here tonight. We'll take a quick break from The Simple Life, and we'll be right back. Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Orlando Jones.
Hey, now.
Here tonight.
All right.
All right. When we left off, we're speaking to Nicole's, I'm just going to pop in to see when that smoke alarm chirps again. We're obsessing on her smoke alarm and neglecting her very important question. But quickly on the smoke alarm one more time. I was saying to Orlando during the break, I said, could you imagine if you're designing...
No, leave it on.
Put her on hold.
We lose the timer then.
I got it.
All right.
Imagine if you're the company, you're First Alert or Coleman or the company that is actually manufacturing, or you're part of the board that decides the criteria for manufacturing these things. So it's like, well, here's the deal. It's got to, 3 years battery life. It has to have such and such a decibel siren and such other criteria. And what if the battery's going low? Well, it's got to be 110 decibel chirp that goes off in no more than 40-second intervals. And people must have been going, oh, that'll send people running to the liquor store to get batteries.
That's the point. That's the idea.
Yeah, this would be impossible to ignore.
Yeah, in fact, we could get into liability from causing people emotional distress. And
yeah, it's essentially like someone pulling a diesel truck horn every 30 seconds in your bedroom. I mean, there's no but here's the thing. It's like when they're breeding roach spray and they said this stuff will kill a rhino, but then a few generations later, roaches started thriving on this stuff. We've outbred humans for this. Do you understand?
Yes,
Now we've bred a human that is not bothered by the 120 decibel chirp that goes off every 30 seconds.
It proves my theory that, like, if it happens long enough, Americans can get used to anything. Remember when the homeless was like a problem?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, that's no longer a problem.
No.
We didn't worry about that. There's a homeless guy who's outside my office, and every day I talk to him like he lives somewhere. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing?
But the problem is, for 10 years, we were arguing that homeless people were just regular people that ran out of money.
Oh, it was always, always the same rap. Oh,
exactly.
This guy was worked for a defense contractor. He was an engineer. He was a metallurgist. And
no,
it was like,
that guy does not exist.
That's not what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We were doing the rap where this guy, he has a family, he had a great job, he was working for Northrop until they closed their factory, and then all of a sudden he smells of Boone's Farm and he defecates in his pants. He lives. No. These are drug addicts
and people with very serious brain
mental
injuries,
disorders.
Yeah,
These aren't guys who got laid off over at Grumman Northrop. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, those people find a way back to work and back to a place.
By the way, why must we do that as a society? And I know that's mostly the left wing that does that kind of crap, where this guy's a hardworking family man. After 30 strong years of working for GM, he gets laid off. Pow! He's in the street. And by the way, you got a gig for 30 years, and you get fired on a Monday and a Wednesday. You're living out of your car.
That's called
picking out of a dumpster. You're not doing a good job of financial management.
It's again the BS of the press that they don't ask the right questions, and they believe whatever's on the surface, and then they project that under the satellites, and that's the story.
People who are on the street or drug addicts, or they have mental disorders, or both.
Yes.
And I don't know what percentage of them are factory guys that have been laid off or good God-fearing family men. I'm going way less than 1%.
I don't know what factory there is in Beverly Hills, but I know it's a lot of homeless dudes hanging out.
Yeah, well, the weather's got good climate out here.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not mad.
All right, so Nicole, got to figure out this question. So, Nicole, you got high.
Yeah.
What do you mean got high? I mean, smoke pot?
We were smoking chronic.
Oh, chronic. All right.
Not confused with the bionic.
All right. And you gave oral to your girl roommate?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because, she was telling me that she misses this guy who did it so good and whatnot.
Yeah.
And she was like, you should leave because I'm going to, please myself. And I was like, I was going to say something, and she was like, what are you going to say? I was like, let me know if you need help. And she's like, all right, go yell at the kids and then come back and then maybe...
Yell at the kids? What? Wait, whoa. Go what?
She has 2 kids. They're like my godkids.
Oh, okay.
Oh, rock on. By the way, my girlfriend's out of town. I'm getting ready to go please myself.
Yeah. They better hope
Just wanted
nothing
to throw that out there.
They better hope nothing happens to her.
They don't know anything.
Reiterate that, Adam.
I said they better hope nothing happens to her. And by the way, a whole new generation of people immune to the smoke detector chirp. These kids are living in the house?
We're in an apartment.
They're living in the apartment with you?
Yeah.
By the way, the kids were... hold on a second.
Oh, my God.
We are breeding... That's what I'm talking about. We're breeding generations of... You know what's going to happen when... here's the thing. Companies now who manufacture smoke detectors, low battery, a big scissor arm with a boxing glove come down and whack you on the head. Because the chirp... You think these kids are going to mind the chirp? No. These kids aren't going to be able to go to bed without the chirp. You understand? Like when these guys are in their 30s, they're going to have a smoke detector with a low battery on their nightstand.
Yeah, no, they're going to have smoke detector machines instead of the wave machines and
the relaxation sound.
Little smoke detector machines.
The sounds of the ocean, the rainforest, and a smoke detector.
We got to take a break.
All right.
Again.
Nicole.
We're never going to get
I know. Nicole, hold on a second.
Okay.
Hold on. This is, by the way, albino white trash activity that's going on here.
This is scary stuff. Scary.
2 kids, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
They're young.
Oh, okay. Well,
that's much better, Nicole.
Okay, they'll be fine. All right, hold on a second. Oh. And by the way, smoke detector's there to detect smoke so your kids don't burn in a...
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Orlando Jones here tonight. He's both amused and disgusted. We will take a quick break. We'll get right back with Nicole for another hour or so, and then it's going to go into Rodney's show. He's going to talk to her. All right, right after this. Hey-ho. LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew.
Yeah, hey.
Or, as he's known around the hospital, Dr. Half Jew. Orlando Jones, dear friend, is,
dear friend.
Angry black man, but smart.
Yeah.
And funny. And thought-provoking. Yeah. Anyway.
Not that angry, by the way.
No. He kind of reminds me of if David Alan Grier were black. I think they would have the same. They would share some of the same sensibilities. Okay. Yes, Drew?
Yes. After David kicks your ass, I agree.
That's right. Orlando Jones, everyone. Hey, everybody. It's LoveLine. Is that me or the mic? I'm Adam Carolla. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Orlando Jones in studio tonight.
I'll let you, boy.
Orlando can be found on Father of the Pride, Tuesday nights, NBC, 9 o'clock. And now it's time to play a little something we call Germany or Florida. Jackie?
Hey.
You're 14?
Yes.
What's up?
Wait. Explain to Orlando how this works.
I forgot. I'm sorry.
Walking away.
Yes, Germany or Florida. All bizarre stories. All the macabre, all the occult, all the people
weird
cutting their toes off, frying it up and eating it.
Violence.
Comes from either Germany or Florida.
Gotcha.
So we hear the story and then we guess. Is it Germany or Florida?
Gotcha, okay.
All right. Go ahead, Jackie.
Okay. An actress was taken to the hospital after a man injured her breasts while trying to cut open her bra with a chainsaw during a rehearsal for a show. It was the worst moment of my life. I thought I was going to die. The woman, who is also a former porn star, told a newspaper. The chainsaw operator said she was lying down during the rehearsal and suddenly bent forward just as he was applying the saw to her bra.
All right, so this is like an act, like a sideshow act. We're going to take the...
Now, she's got to be huge, otherwise the chainsaw would actually cut her sternum.
The sternum, right.
Yeah, so it's got to be like
big
circus
gal.
top. Weird,
big gal.
macabre.
Big gal.
She was
felt Florida. I felt Florida from
she was in porn, so California.
What?
I go Germany.
Going Germany? Drew, what are you saying?
I can't figure it out. Does Germany have weird sideshow porn?
Yeah, well, I can see Germany having a weird.
Florida doesn't have weird shows like that, do they?
I think they do. Yeah.
Do they?
I think they do.
I cannot decide.
I'm just not into fat porn, so I have to hope that it was.
What do you think
Germany.
she's fat?
So she's
be.
big. You didn't cut her sternum. I figured.
No, but
she had
maybe
big chest.
silicone type.
Minka
style.
All right, but don't try to talk Orlando out of his
No, I'm just
gut
trying to
answer.
reason this through here.
I'm going Florida. Orlando's going Germany.
I'll go Florida.
I'm going Germany.
It's ironic that Orlando would go Germany and that
Yeah.
Adam would go Florida. We need some guy named Helmet who goes Florida here just to sort of equal out the irony. But all right, so what do you got, Drew?
Florida.
Florida. Stop being such a puss and going with me all the time.
You're always right. Why? Stop being a puss.
All right.
I'm just going with the odds.
All right, Jackie. Drew and I are Florida. Orlando is Germany. Go ahead.
Adam and Drew, you guys are both wrong. It's Germany.
Oh,
we have not been wrong
Drew,
in a long
by the
time.
way, you're wrong twice by saying C when she just says Adam and Drew. Do you understand how bad your instincts are? See? You're wrong.
Horrible.
I tell you, smell Germany.
Wow.
Hey, I
Look
work
at
with
that.
Siegfried and Roy, man.
Orlando Jones knows.
It makes sense in retrospect. I mean, in this country, you couldn't get away with dangerous stuff like that.
No, yes, you could.
Chainsaw, getting close to somebody's body with it.
Look.
The liabilities and blah, blah, blah.
No. You can do crazy circus acts. It was like a circus thing.
Yeah.
You could do that. I thought about that. But, they do like knife throwing.
They've come
and
a
stuff
long
like
way
that.
from the clowns crawling that little car.
Yeah, what happened to the lady with the mustache? You know what I mean?
She's got the bra on and she's getting a chainsaw.
Oh, she
taken to her
upgraded that.
boobie.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, hey, hats off to her.
Let's take another one. Let's do it again. One more time.
Yeah, let's do another one.
Try to
That's
get
a good one. I like that.
All right, Casey,
Yes.
28. Go ahead.
Hi there. Really quickly, I just want to say I'm a really big fan. The last time I called in, I was 18 and I'm 28 now, so that's how long I've been listening.
Wow.
Casey.
I know.
Drew was
It's
like
crazy.
55.
Yeah. Okay. Emergency medical technicians summoned to the home of a grossly overweight woman. Had the usual problems removing her, inadequate stretcher, and doorways too small. But there was a much more serious concern for the 480-pound woman. She had not budged from her couch in several years, and its covering had become grafted onto her skin, requiring her to be transported while on the couch to the hospital. The couch had to later be surgically removed.
Yeah, I've seen cases like that. I heard of at the hospital.
Really?
Where the springs get embedded in the back and you find animals living in the people.
No, man, I had that when I was effing a beanbag in high school, but it was different.
Embedded in your
I'd only went on
prostate.
it. Well, it wasn't all just. It was messy.
You made a cement.
We had to soak it off.
I see.
It was very uncomfortable. I don't know why my stepmother had to preside over the whole thing.
Oh, how embarrassing.
Very uncomfortable.
Florida. EMT.
Yeah.
I don't think EMT goes Germany to me.
You mean they don't call it
I don't
EMTs?
think they call it, yeah.
Maybe they would translate it that way.
Maybe they would.
All right.
I've heard of these things going on in the U.S.
We're all going Florida.
Yeah.
Although 480, I don't believe morbidly obese in Florida. I believe they would call that fit. Yes?
Oh, you're right.
All right. We're going Florida, Casey.
Unanimously Florida?
Yes.
Wait.
Yes.
Last answer?
Yes.
Final answer?
I get so nervous.
Would you like any lifelines, anyone?
No. Florida.
Okay, so you're 1 for 1 now this evening. It is Florida.
There we go.
All right. Well, I'm 1 for 2 actually, and so is Drew.
Yeah. No, one win, one loss.
Yeah, I know, but you would call it 1 for.
You call it 1 for 2.
Yes. 1 for 2.
Yeah.
1 for 1 would be.
You're 1 and 1, I should say.
That's right. I'm 2 and 0.
There you go. That's right.
Thanks.
Yeah. Orlando, don't ever forget that.
Yeah, make that clear.
All right. Let's talk. I want to talk to Nicole.
Oh, I beg your
What
pardon.
about
Yes,
this one?
please. I thought,
Okay. Some hot lesbian action going up here.
Ooh.
Nicole,
Yeah.
you're 19?
What?
What's up?
My son's baseball team played a Santa Margarita team today.
I'm not going to explain that, Drew. You're going to have to explain.
Santa Margarita is where Nicole's calling from.
There
It's
you
part of
go.
Orange County. Which
There you go.
Yeah, it's
That's
really
enough.
southern.
behind the orange
You
curtain.
just have to explain that one part
Yeah,
of
yeah.
why you're bringing it up.
Yeah.
Okay. It's all right. Maybe in your 25th year of radio, you'll figure that out.
30th.
Nicole,
Yeah.
you're 19. You're calling from Santa Margarita.
Yes. Okay, what happened was...
Oh, wait a minute, Nicole.
I got
First of all, it's what had happened was.
Hold on a second. Did you hear that?
Oh, yeah.
You heard that? Yeah. Okay. Let's give that to another 20 seconds or so.
Now I got it. I timed it at it was at 35 or 36, so that means it'll be coming in about
10.
a minute. 7.
Okay, here we go.
107. No, we got a few seconds.
We got 6 seconds.
3, 2, 1, go. Where's this? What?
Yeah, maybe it's a 35-second thing.
There it is. All right, so that was 13.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I gotta pace this now. One went off at 36. The other one off at 113. So that's 47.
Yeah.
Is that 47?
I got to actually do the math.
Yeah, it's 47.
Okay.
That's 47.
Okay, so 47 on to 113 then is...
but you stopped the clock.
2.
Oh. See?
Well, wait a minute. No, this one will work. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one.
Yeah.
Oh, man. We're all over the place now.
But, Nicole.
Yeah.
We're going to have to reset.
There it is.
Okay, there it is.
22. It was 22.
Okay.
22, so it'll be...
22. All right.
17 next time, right? No.
I have 36.
One off at... No, this is a longer one. This one's 47 seconds. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying this thing...
So this will be 109.
This thing should be 109.
Yeah.
All right, we're just looking at the clock here and trying to pace. That's her smoke alarm, by the way.
That's her.
I heard it. That's her low battery. Now get closer to it, would you, Nicole?
Everybody thinks it's a bird.
Yeah, well,
those are your stone friends.
Yeah, what kind of people you have visiting? Oh, yeah. There it was again. That came early that time.
Yeah, well, no, they don't change.
Uh-oh.
No, there's not 2 of them.
Oh,
you don't have 2 of them going off.
No.
What? She was at 22. No, we're 38. We're 38. They're always between 33 and like 40, right?
Okay.
All right. Let's just wait till the next one. This one went right at 2. This one's got to go at 2:38. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see if we can count this down. You there, Nicole?
Yeah.
Are you right underneath your smoke detector?
Yeah, it's right there.
All right.
But don't talk.
All right.
5, 4, 3, 2.
It just went off.
Second off. Yeah, we heard.
We know it just went off.
All right, now here's where the comedy.
That's why we stopped counting.
Here's where now, hold on a second, Nicole. Now here's where the comedy comes. I'm telling you, Orlando, people live in these houses. The smoke detector is not in the entry hall.
It's probably in her bedroom.
Or the foyer. It is in the master bedroom
or wherever
in
she's sleeping.
Their bedroom, oftentimes, and the average amount of time the thing has been going off is several months.
3 to 6 months.
Yeah. Now, this thing is over your bed.
Chirping.
It's chirping so audibly that I don't really even need these headphones to hear it. I think if she opened her window,
We'd hear it, yeah.
She's in Orange County with a nice offshore breeze, we could hear it. And it is going on month number 5 this way. Yeah. And I've said to Drew many times, this would drive a reptile insane.
Yes.
I mean, do you understand? If you had a pet snake, it would go nuts.
Yes.
It would eventually just stand up and call her the C word, and then yell, "I'm going insane, you see? How about getting a goddamn effing
4-volt
9 battery, you see?
Yeah.
Don't make me slink to the 7-Eleven and get it myself, you see?" Do you realize that? I claim more animal than person if you can sleep in that room.
Yes. On the other hand, the case I've made for you, Adam, the skill that you don't have is that unique ability to screen one's environment. That takes an amazing amount of skill.
But it's an interesting thing that it resides on both ends of the human spectrum. Mm-hmm. The yogis who are who've found such enlightenment that they could actually light themselves on fire and see no pain.
She's getting closer to that.
And then the borderline junior college tards that call this show.
Yes.
Both at the spectrum of the not noticing anything.
Yes.
Not feeling
no
pain.
What that is? That's the amygdala. The amygdala can be pre-wired.
Nicole could walk on flaming. She could walk on flaming sand.
The
right?
amygdala screens things out of your nervous system, and it screens out for novelty in the environment. So if you don't hear anything, if you're not able to appreciate novelty, well, you don't hear that beep every few minutes because there's no difference in the beep and the non-beep. So there you go.
Wow, Nicole.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. How long has that thing been chirping?
Well, I mean, like when I first moved in here, it does that, but I don't even notice it anymore because my dad's did that too.
Oh, by the way, hold on. Wow. Her dad's.
Did you hear Pandora's box?
No. She was born into a house with a chirping smoke detector. She moved into this house with a chirping smoke detector.
It's
therefore, in 19 years.
So we call those legacies. She's a prodigy.
Oh my God.
She's a tardigy.
If you meet another guy who has a beeping smoke detector, marry him right there.
Did you get all that information?
That's the one.
Well, first
let's
off,
find out when she moved.
Hold on. This is the coup de grace because
this is pay dirt.
This hasn't been going on for 6 weeks.
No.
This was happening when she moved in.
Yes.
And has not been corrected. And by the way, this is another thing I've learned from now living with a woman. There's something about women which is if they can't reach it, it ain't getting done. I mean, they stick their hand up, and as high as they can get their hand, that's where it is. There's no concept of getting... Here's why they don't do the smoke detector, because they can't reach the ceiling. Yeah. Women do not have the ladder concept at all. Guys, nothing but ladders. Half the guys over 50 die from falling off a ladder.
True.
No woman ever died from falling off a ladder.
Right.
What happened? Whenever you talked about one of your dad's friends, well, what happened? He's in the house. He seems so... he was cleaning the gutters.
Fell off the ladder, broke his hip.
No. Yeah, went right, landed on his. He's a vegetable. Oh, I've heard. I got a friend. Guy landed and then like rolled into the pool. They found him.
Ooh.
I mean, guys die on ladders every day.
You're absolutely right.
Woman has ever died on a ladder. Ever.
Yeah, you're right.
What? They have women firemen. What do? They just sit in the truck?
At 50, they stop.
They can't get above the ladder. No chick will ever go up and get anything off the ceiling. Nicole.
Yeah.
And by the way, they could see a spider. Size of a tarantula just crawling around, seeing they just sit there and watch it. They can't do anything. It's a guy's job. Got to go up there and get it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Nicole.
How long have you been living in that house or that apartment?
For about 3 or 4 weeks, about a month.
3 or 4 weeks. And the thing was chirping when you moved in.
Yeah, I asked my roommate to get it fixed, but she
That's a lot. Yeah.
Get it fixed.
Right.
You understand it doesn't need to be fixed.
It's not broken.
It's working fine.
It's replaced the battery.
The fact that you can hear it means it's working. It's letting you know.
It's telling you the battery's low.
I don't even want it, though, because, I smoke in my room. There's no point. It doesn't go off when I smoke.
Yeah.
Right.
Battery's low.
But it's made not to go off for stuff like cigarette smoke, you understand? Otherwise, it'd just be going off all the time.
And by the way, Nicole...
Do you want it going off when you smoke?
Every time we ask a question, we get an explanation.
Yeah. Yeah, how about you get a 9-volt battery and replace it?
That's crazy. Then you got to get a ladder. No. Leave it like it is. Let it be.
I could just stand the whole entertainment center. Don't need a ladder.
What?
You can step on the entertainment center?
Yeah, don't need a ladder.
That's true. Just balance off the TV.
All right.
Mm-hmm. What am I supposed to do with that information?
I don't know.
I don't know what to make of that.
Nicole, we got to take a little break.
All right.
I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to break the second the thing chirps again, all right?
And then we're actually going to return for your question.
Yeah,
okay.
Because it's a hot lesbian question.
Yeah.
All right, so...
Is it your roommate? Don't answer. Hold that thought.
We're gonna break. You ready, Chris? When you hear the chirp, Orlando Jones in tonight.
I want to hear a very lively outro. Hold on, Nicole. Relax.
There it is.
There it goes.
All right, we're out.
This has been LoveLine. LoveLine. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or the station. The producer for LoveLine is Ann Ingold. LoveLine is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.